Hello and welcome to the On Your Marks workout. Now this workout is specifically for beginners, all right? So what I have with me today, which you may want to get before we go into it, is I have this chair that I'm going to use as a bit of support. I've got a mat that I'm going to do a core exercise, specifically a plank. I've also got a couple of steps here. Now, if a chair's maybe a little bit too high, I've got a couple of steps. If you've got something like a coffee table or that, you can use. I'm also going to use 2 weights, okay? For one for each hand. If you want to use a pillowcase, if you've got your own dumbbells, if you've got a barbell, whatever equipment you have, you can use that. I've even known some to do it with a couple of cans of beans or a can of bean in each hand for weighted exercises. So you do you. So this is going to be a really short workout. We're only going to do 5 exercises and we're going to do 10 reps of each. When it comes to the plank, we're only going to do 20 seconds plank and then that is it as well. But you do you. If you need a break, pause the video and then keep going after. If you need a rest, take it. If you need a drink, take a drink. It is your workout, okay? If you want to make it a little bit tougher, you can make it a little bit tougher. You want to make it a little bit easier, you make it a little bit easier. You do you. Okay, so here we go. First one is squats. So we're going to do it with no weight to begin with. Now what you can do is you can hold on to a chair or you can even use a chair. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a squat first. So feet outside the hips, okay? So not too narrow, not too wide. Toes pointing slightly out, think a good posture, and you're trying to get nice and low. You're trying to get the bum down to just past your knee if you can. If you find this quite tough, this is where we get the stool, or the chair, sorry, and we go all the way down to here, and then all the way back up. And we do 10 reps of these. Failing this, the next one that we can do for a little bit lower, if you find that that's maybe a bit too high, we go all the way down, and then all the way back, okay? So that's the first exercise. Here we go. We're going to do 10 reps. I'm going to do it without the chair, but you do it with the chair if you so wish. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice and low. 1. Now, try and keep your heels on the ground, okay? Try and keep your heels on the ground and try and think of good posture all the way through as well, all right? Also, try not let the head dip down. Keep the head up. See, my back is nice and straight, and I bring my arms out front as well. Now, if I do lose count, don't worry, because talking and counting is not my strong point. Nice and low, so 2 more. Like so. 1 more. Good, good. And relax there. First 10 squats done. So the next one is a deadlift. Now, I would suggest you use maybe 1 weight to begin with. It could be 1 pillowcase, it could be 1 barbell, and you're going to hold it out in front. Now, I'm going to turn to the side. Feet a little bit narrower than the squat, okay? Arms down. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to pinch your shoulder blades together. That's the chest pop, okay? Pinch your shoulder blades, keep the chest up, knees bent. And I want you to imagine there's a glass of water on that chair behind me, and I'm trying to hit the glass of water with my bum. I stick my bum out, and I push all the way back, and we go for 10 reps. Chest up, shoulders back, knee bent, push the hips back, and then up we go. That's 1. Keep the head nice and high. Don't let the back curve as well. Try not to let the shoulders roll in the way. Keep the shoulders up. 3. Now, because you're sticking your bum out, you're really going to feel it. 4, in the back of the hamstrings. That's the back of the legs up the top between your knee and your bum. Good, good. That's 6. 4 to go. Keep the head up, and you want your back to be in that nice, straight, neutral position. We don't want to be here, okay? Because that's a little bit dangerous. Head up, shoulders back. Good, good. Down, and then 1 more, and then all the way back, and relax there. Good. The next one is a lunge. I'm going to put the weight down, and I'm going to go back to my seat. This is one of the more difficult exercises, okay? So I'm going to turn it there, make sure there's enough room behind me, good posture. I'm going to try not to lean forward. I'm going to put my hand on here. Big step back, knee down, close to the floor. We don't want to be up here, we want to be close to here, and then back up again. Then we do the other leg. Good, good, all the way down, and I'm using this hand just to guide me for now. I'm trying not to lean all on it because we want all the muscles to work to help us out. So what that looks like from behind, imagine I'm holding on to the step, or the chair, sorry, and that back knee is a big lunge back, and that back knee gets really, really close to the ground. You don't want to hit the ground as such, but you just want to get as close to the ground as you can, and notice that I'm not leaning forward or so, I'm shoulders back and we're up and down, and that's where the support of the chair comes from, and relax there. Good, 10 done. Now we have shoulder press. You come back to your weights, Once again, you're going to want light weights for this one, and you can use 2 pillowcases, a barbell, some dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever you like, but the same weight in each hand. Feet, but the same width apart, hips hip width apart as the deadlift. Now, all we're going to do is push it up to the roof and then bring it back down to here. We're not bringing them all the way down to our sides here, bringing them all the way up and then back down. So 10, here we go. Up we go, then back. Now, keep your knees bent. Don't lock your legs out like so, okay? Keep the knees bent like this. Good, good. 4. Try not to let your back arch as well. 5. And again, keep your core nice and tense. 6. So you're not arching that back and leaning back. You're facing forward like so. Good. 2 more. 1. And again. 2. One more for good measure. I think that was 10. Notice that counting's not my strong point. There we go. And then we're going to pop them back down. And that is shoulder press. Last but not least, we're going to do a plank. Okay, now this is a core exercise. So we're going to lie flat down on the ground. And we're going to do this one on our elbows. So elbows down here, okay, in line with your shoulders. They're not way out in front like here as well, okay? And all we're going to try and do is we're just going to try and lift up, and we're going to hold this for about 20 seconds on my mark, okay? Here we go. Right, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good. Now, key points to this, we don't want to have the hips way up high in the air because then all that force is going onto our shoulders. But at the same time, we don't want to have it too low because then all that force is going on the lower back. So we want to have it up about here. We want to breathe. Try not to hold your breath throughout it and keep it nice and steady. Just a few seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that is the 5 exercises. That is it. All we're going to do is we're going to repeat that 3 more times, okay? For some of you, this might be really tough. For others, it might be really, really easy. You can increase the amount of reps, you can increase the weight, you can decrease it all as well, but you do you. Okay, so we're going to go back to squats. Now, what I'm going to do for this one, just so that you guys can see a variety of ways that I'm doing it, okay, is I'm going to use the chair for this one, but I'm going to add a weight because the warm-up's over. And I'm going to hold this weight here. If it's like a pillowcase, you can hold it like so, and we're just going to hold it here. I'm going to pretend I've got my lunch on it or my dinner on it. I'm going to try not to spill it. I'm going to try and keep it at my collarbone. Feet outside the hips. Good, good. And all we're going to do is grab a seat and then stand up. That's 1. And notice that I'm really trying to keep good posture here. You can even do this without the weight, and you don't need to use the chair if you don't have to. The next one, I won't use the chair so that you can see what that looks like. But notice I'm putting my full weight all the way down. My heels are flat on the ground the whole way, and I'm just taking it nice and easy. 2 more. Good, good. 1 more. All the way down, all the way back, and recover. Good. Next one is the deadlift. Now, what I'm going to do with the deadlift this time is I'm going to use 2 weights, okay? So the deadlift, I'm going to bring them at the front like so. I'm going to bend my knees. Feet a bit narrower, okay? I'm going to bring them here. Now, make sure you pinch your shoulder blades together, keep the chest up, bring that chest pop, and we go down to here. You don't have to go all the way to the ground. We always want to go down to hands about your knees, and then back up again. You want to be able to feel the stretch in your hamstrings, which is between your knee and your bum right here, and then come back up. 3. Good. 4. Keep it going, keep it going. 5. Excellent. Keep that back nice and straight. Remember, stick your bum out. 6. And again. 7. Keep it going, keep it going. Good, good. 8. Brilliant. 9. 1 more. Good, good. And 10. Good, good. And recover there. Then we're back onto the lunges. You can basically turn the chair and use the chair just like I'm doing here, or you can do it without if you so wish. But think of good posture all the way through. So big step down, knee down, and then other leg. So it's 5 each leg. Big step back down, then up. That's 2. And again, 3. Excellent. Keep it going, keep it going. That's 4. Brilliant. 5. Try and get that knee close to the ground, but not touching it. If you're feeling brave and you don't want to do it with the chair, hands out in front or hands on hips. One thing you don't want to do is here, okay? You don't want to put your hands on your knees because you want your legs to do the job and not your upper body. And recover there. Back to the shoulder press. So you get your 2 weights again. Remember, if you need to do this a little bit extra rest, then by all means do it. I'm going to bring them up to here. then up to the middle, then back. Remember, key points on this, really tense your core. Don't let your back arch and look up the way. Keep the head up and all the way up like so. Don't lock those knees out either. 4, good, good. Keep the knees bent, slightly soft I call them. 5, 6, excellent. 7, 8, now remember to breathe through it, don't hold your breath. 9, and 10, good, good. Over we go, onto the mat for the plank, and we're just gonna go straight into it this time. We're just gonna go straight into it. Get my timer again. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, off we go. 20 seconds, and we're off. Now, once again, remember to breathe. Don't have the hips too high. You also don't want the arms way out in front. You want them underneath your shoulders. So you want your elbows underneath your shoulders, so it creates almost a right angle. If you need to hold your hands, you can, but not too low hips, not too high hips, just in the middle there. And 3, 2, 1, recover. And that is 2 rounds done, okay? 2 rounds down, we've got 2 rounds left, and then this is the workout done. Okay, really, really quick. There's no need to make workouts last forever. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna get straight back into it. Okay, this time, I'm not gonna do it with a seat or the steps. I'm gonna use 2 weights. I'm gonna increase the weight. You do you though. Don't be pressured into going absolutely mad for it. Here we go. Nice and low, down. 1. Now really tense the tummy and try and get low every time, but think of that good posture. Go as fast or as slow as you feel, but don't sacrifice the technique for speed, okay? Technique over speed every time. If you have the right technique, you'll get the right results. Without technique, you run the risk of injuries, okay? And you won't get as good results. Okay, last one. Excellent. Then we're on to deadlifts. I'm going to use the same weights again. I turn to the side so you can see the position of my back, round the front, pinch the shoulder blades together. This is usually the more difficult one to do. So knees bent, and remember it's from the hips. Imagine there's a button behind you, right here. You're trying to push the button with your bum, and you've got to stick your bum out. If you're here, you need to get that bum out to there. You tilt the hips back. 2, good. 3, and again, and again. 4, notice that I'm keeping good posture. I'm not letting my shoulders sink down, and I'm keeping my chest up. See the logo, my Gymshark logo on my chest? You always see that. You're not looking at the top of my head. I'm not down here. I'm head up, shoulders back, so that you can always see that. Good, good. 2 more. 1, last one, and done. Good. Shoulder press. Oh, sorry, lunges, sorry. I've got it written down on the board, that's how I remember. Right, so lunges. This time, I'm going to use a weight to do it, okay? I'm going to use a weight. If you want to keep using the chair or whatever you're using, please do, okay? The goal is to maybe jump up to this. So I'm going to do the same as what I did with the squats. Hold it about my weight. We go big step, down, then back, then the other leg. Good, good. 2, so it's 5 on each leg. 3, this is probably the more difficult one to do, whereas technically the deadlift is harder to get right. So just take your time with it. Go absolute slow. There's no right or wrong. It's literally just trying to improve every time we do it. Good, good. We're going to do 1 more on each leg. I think it might be 2 extra, but we'll be okay. And again. Good. And recover. Then we have shoulder press again. We're going to go straight into it. We lift up the hands, and then we drive it up. Then back. Then up. Then back. Good. Good. Remember, keep those knees soft. Okay? Don't lock the legs out. Keep them slightly bent. Excellent. All the way up. See how I'm getting my hands nice and straight. Not locked out straight, but just straight. Good, good. Keep it going. 2 more reps. 1 more. Good. And recover there. And then, last but not least, is that plank again. Here we go. Get the timer sorted. 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember and breathe, elbows under the arm, feet about between hip and shoulder width apart. If you want to bring them a little bit wider, you can. If you want to bring them narrower, you can. But don't have those hips way up in the air, and don't have them too low. Otherwise, we're not working our core, we're working our hips and our shoulders more, and we want to work our core. And relax there. Good, nice easy 20 seconds. Grab yourself a wee drink if you need it. We're going to go on to the last round. Remember, pause it, then jump back in if you need to, or if you want to go even quicker or add an extra round, you do you. Okay, last round, guys, last round. You're almost there, then you're on to the stretches. So, we've got squat. We're going to increase it a little bit. We're going to use 2 weights. Shoulder, up to my collarbone, sorry, not shoulder. Feet outside the hips. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Down low. 10. Keep the heels on the ground. 9. Keep that chest high. 8. Good. 7. You want to go a bit quicker, you can. 6. You want to go a bit slower, you can as well. 5. You want to do it body weight or with the chair, you can. 4. Excellent. 3, 2, last one, and 1. Good. Deadlift. I'm going to hold them like so, knees bent, bring to the front, pinch the shoulder blades together, keep the head up, push the hips back, as if you're pushing a button on the wall behind you with your bum. 1, 2, good. Now really tense that tummy if you can. 3, good, good. 4, keep it going, keep it going. 5, keep the chest up. Remember, you can always see the Gymshark logo. Keeping that head high. 3, 2, good, good, and 1. I'm going to keep these in my hand this time. We're going to do backwards lunges, 1 leg at a time, okay? Feet underneath the hips. We go step, down. Now, as you can see, I'm not walking on a tightrope. I'm actually keeping my feet in line or even bringing it out a little bit. 2, good. Down, and my knees getting close to the floor. 3, good, good. 4. A lot of people say they've not got the balance for it. A lot of the time, they're on a tightrope like here. Want to bring the foot out and low. Good, good. I think that's 7. 8. Good, good. 9. I think I've got 2. I've got 1 more each leg. As you can see, counting's not my strong point, especially if I'm talking. Good. Excellent. Next one, shoulder press. Bring them to here, whatever you're using. Knees bent, head up, tense your tummy, don't let your back arch, don't let your tummy stick forward. 10. Good. 9. 8. Excellent. 7. 6. 5. Keep it going. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. And 1. And then recover. Good. Last one now. 20 seconds, plank, and then we are done. Here we go. Timer's still running for the last one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Elbows underneath the shoulders, not way out in front. Good, good. Excellent. Now, don't let the hips go too high or too low. Find that sweet bit where you're actually feeling it on your core here. If you're feeling it on your lower back, it's probably because you're a bit low. If all that weight's on your shoulders, it's because you're too high. So it's finding that middle ground. 3, 2, 1, recover. And that is us. It's a very, very short workout, nice and simple. Once again, it's your workout, so you do you. Increasing weights, using the different bits and pieces to help you do it. This might be one of the first workouts you've done. You might have been doing this for the 10th time. As you do it, try and increase the amount that you're doing. Not by, it doesn't have to be each day, but maybe each week. Maybe add a little weight, try and get a little bit lower. And then that's that. Now remember, the workout is the smallest part of the 3 key principles, and when it comes to, in particular, when it comes to weight loss and fat loss. So what we want you to do is focus on tracking your food honestly and accurately and staying under that calorie target, hitting that step target each day, and a little bit of weights here really strengthens everything we do. Now remember, as always, the workout is not over until you've done your stretches. That'll be in the next video. So complete the stretches. Huge, huge well done. See you in the next video.